Welcome to the laundry room here at the Humane Society. It's one of the busiest places in the shelter. First thing you're going to do before you do laundry is put on gloves because this stuff is dirty. We've got two washers, a commercial machine here and a little household machine. Very important, don't overload the machines. So in each machine we put two detergent pods. They're usually here. We've got extras in a closet, but two in each machine. All right, now we go to the dirty laundry area. One might say dirty laundry, one might say towels, one might say sheets. They're all mixed up. I usually look on the shelves to see what do we need. Are we low on towels? Are we low on sheets? And then I go from there and I dig through here and find what we need. Before putting anything in the machines, shake the stuff out. You never know what you're going to find in a towel or a sheet. So keep filling it up after shaking until you feel that there's still a little space in each machine. The blankets take a lot of space in the machine. I usually save the blankets for the commercial machine because the little household machine really can't handle them unless they're just little blankets. But this one's not bad. Again, you're going to feel around to make sure it's not overstuffed, because if it's overstuffed, the machine won't clean anything. You can put the toys in there too. If you've got a Kong or something else crazy that's plastic, don't put it in here. So once that's full, I'm gonna lock it. I'm gonna open the top over here. You're gonna get a quarter of a cup, I eyeball it, of bleach. Put it in there. Close it back up. And now this happens to be on hot. I've been told that we have a very small water heater to always wash the stuff on cold. And then all we're going to do is press start. If for some reason you get an error message and it doesn't start, it just means it's not locked. You can pull up on this and it will start. And that's that machine. Same idea for this one. You're going to put the two. I always put these pods in first so I don't have to dig through there and make sure, did I put them in or not? I'm putting some sheets in this washer. You can kind of feel, if you've done laundry at home, you kind of know when too full is too full. There we go. That should do it. I'm going to close the door. I'm going to open this up. Get some bleach. And prepare to get bleach on yourself, because it never fails. Now, I'm going to press the power button. This is on a fast wash. I do not do this laundry on a fast wash. I move it to colors, 51 minutes. Have it on max for spin. And if you overfill this machine, the stuff won't spin. Everything will be soaking wet. Then you just press start. Tongs. This is where your plastic items go, and put them in the first sink. This is where they're going to get washed by hand. Later on they'll get rinsed and then they'll get sanitized, and then they'll wind up on the drying rack. So now this is a commercial dryer. It's run by propane. You have to be very careful with this dryer because we don't want to start a fire. So it's important to clean the lint trap after every single load. And it's important not to overload the dryer or things won't get dry. So to clean a lint trap, we're going to open the bottom of it. There is a lint trap in here. So how do we clean it? We can either unlatch it. There's 2 latches here, but I found an easier way to do it. I take a little broom and I get all the lint off the lint trap. And there's a lot of lint in here. And then after every load, I sweep the whole lint trap. The last thing we need is a fire at the shelter. Now, for somebody who is brave and doesn't care about a manicure, you can go down in here. There's a little, I don't know, it's a little scoop in here that you find all kinds of things like food, extra dirt. I don't think this needs to be in the dryer. Most people don't do this, but I do. Get this food out of here. And if you want to use your gloves, that would be good too. So now the lint is nice and clean. We're going to put this cover back on. It doesn't have to be exact. I'm going to sweep up the mess. Stick it in this little guy. Now we're ready to load this machine. Now a lot of people don't know where to find the lint traps on these 2 machines. These are household machines. This one's not so bad, but you can't put too much in it. This one is a very weak machine, so I only put very light items and hardly anything in there so that they'll dry. This lint trap is over here. Now I bet we're going to have a surprise. Yes, we are. We're going to empty this lint trap out. We're going to put it back. Where it has the thick part, that's the part that goes towards the inside, otherwise it won't fit. This machine is full of damp clothes. And this is where the lint trap is in this machine. I just cleaned it out earlier. So now I'm going to turn this on. So now we're going to start this machine. We're just going to press power. Power it on. This is heavy duty. Sometimes if stuff is not that wet, I'll change it to time dry, maybe 40 minutes. We'll try that. This machine, this stuff is just damp. I just took it out of there. I'm going to hit the power button. We don't need 75 minutes on this, so we're going to adjust it. 35 minutes ought to do it. Press start. We're good to go. Now we are going to empty the washing machine and get it into the dryer. So very easy. You just take this, don't jam it, but just turn it down and the thing should open. We don't want to break this machine. This does most of the work. Grab everything out of here, and I usually put a basket underneath to catch everything. If you're finding something's not working, you're going to want to get in touch with Charles. He's the one who's responsible for making sure everything is fixed back here. Sometimes I don't put everything in the basket because it gets too heavy. So I'm going to throw it in here. I want to show you what I really do. If by chance something plastic got into the washing machine, don't put it in the strut. Got one machine load in here, that's all we put in. Don't jam a whole bunch of stuff in there. I'm going to take this, close the door gently, make sure it's closed. By the way, when the machine is not in use, leave the door open, because I've been told that sometimes the machine will start on its own if the door is closed. Dangerous. We're going to look up here. We're going to select medium. That's all you need. You don't need the high. When you put it on high, the stuff gets so hot you can barely handle it. It will automatically set for 35 minutes. It will also cool down for 1 minute. Sometimes between loads, you need to empty the dryer out once everything is dry. Put it in that big basket and leave the door open and give the machine a rest. Because if it's too hot or if it's tired, it will start. So that's how you handle this machine. Now don't forget, after every load, we're going to clean it down. So I've just come in and I've found that someone has come in before me and done a load of laundry and, to be honest, overfilled the dryer. So, and it goes in this bin that says clean laundry on the side so that nobody re-washes it. This is not how much stuff should be in the dryer. Perfect example of overfilling a machine. Sometimes when I'm waiting for things to either dry or wash, I'll sweep because it's important to keep the floors in here clean. Because, as you just noticed, things fall on it. Okay. So we're going to move this out to the other room, if we can manage. And this is where we do our folding. So once you bring this big pile of clean laundry and dried laundry into this room, I usually clean off this table with a Clorox wipe so that it's nice and clean. And then I usually start with the easy stuff, which is folding towels as opposed to folding sheets, which Casey will show you how to do. So again, basic fold. It takes 2 minutes to fold the not even 2 seconds to fold a towel.
Valerie, you guys got a walkie?
And here we go. Fold and fold. All the little toys we take out. Little tiny ones go to cats, and the bigger ones get put in bins on the side based on what they are. Rope toys, stuffed toys, bowls, etc. It's the way not to leave the towels. The reason for that is it's messy, number one. Number two, when medical or pet fix comes in and they need some towels, they want to be able to just scoop up the towels and take them. If they're like this, they're A, going to fall in here into the dirty, and they're also hard to grab. So if they're all folded the same way, it makes it for a very neat display. I usually take it like this, fold it, and then pop it up. That looks a lot neater than it did a minute ago. Sometimes when I have waiting for things to be dried and washed, I'll come over and I'll organize all of this so that it all looks like this to make it easy. Another thing I do is I save the big beach towels, I fold them up and I bring them over to Pet Fix because they need them to carry the dogs when they're being fixed. So I save all the big beach towels for Pet Fix. And that's kind of how to fold a towel.
Sometimes you'll have rips in them, and that's fine. If it has a bunch of tears in it and you're afraid that the dog would get tangled in it, then just throw it away. Okay, so I'm just going to bring the edges together. Everyone knows how to do this. And just like Rosemary said, you want to fold it so that when you stack it, people can come and pull it.
Ready?
Okay, so fitted sheets have these little pocket corners. So what I'm doing is I'm finding the inside, putting my hands like that, put it down on the table. I'm going to find the other two corners, and this time you want to have the outside seam. So I've got outside seam here, and if you'll come around, I'm going to tuck the outside seams into the pocket. So now I've got it square, right? So the next thing I want to do is I want to just fold that over to there. What I'm trying to do is make it as square as possible. Now I'm going to lay it down on the table. Take a look, I'm just going to square that up. So now I'm going to take this and fold it once. I'm going to fold it twice. Then turn it over. I'm going to tuck it, and again, that way, when they go to pull, it's easy.
So right now we've got a mixture of blankets. It looks like there's some sheets in here, but the neater that they're folded, the less room they